Well, I just arrived at the pistol range, and it turns out that I have a friend here that could use a little help. Looks like he kind of got upside down there, so I'll move him over to the grass. I don't know how friendly he is, so I'll just very carefully use this square pointed shovel here. See if I can. There we go. There. So I got him in the shovel. This should work fine. So those of you that knows about turtles, I don't know anything about turtles. So what is he? He's doing fine. He's much bigger than the last turtle that I tried to help at the range, and I'm happy to see that this little guy's still doing pretty good. So let's get him over to some shady area near the grass where he can crawl back into the lake or whatnot, wherever he wants to be. 'Cause I don't want him to lay there upside down and dry out. So let's see what we can do to help him over here. If I put him over here, near the bushes, the lake is just on the other side there. I think he'll be okay. There. So now he's upright again. And I hope he's saying thank you. And maybe after I do a little shooting, I'll come over and check and see if he's still here and okay. So he's poking his head out, so he's doing all right. We'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully everything will go okay. It's a bit humid at the range today, so we're keeping it simple. A little bit of 45 Colt at about 12 yards. That just happened to be where the table was set up. Got some cloud cover that's helping with the sun a little bit. But it's sticky out here. I got a hanging steel gong that's always here at the range, and I've got a couple of pistol targets that I put up. Spitting a little bit of rain out of that cloud. So I'm going to be shooting 45 Colt. This is a SNS casting high-tech coated bullet, and I'm using 6.5 grains of green dot with it. I found it to work out pretty well. It's gentle to shoot. So I guess we'll put a couple down there and see what happens. Was the gong first. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. This is a Ruger Vaquero, the original model, the 7.5-inch barrel. It's still sprinkling just a little bit. Just one big cloud there seems to be leaking a little bit. So I guess next, I'll shoot at the paper target. Okay, we'll shoot at the paper target this time. Hopefully this rain lets up. I think it's just the one passing cloud and we'll be fine after that. Like I said, about 12 yards. Sticky evening, humid, spitting a little bit of rain. It was a decent hold. I got it up just outside of the center ring, 4 o'clock. It's about where I thought I was holding, so I think it's shooting where I'm pointing it. I just have to point it in the right spot. That one's, I think that's pretty good on windage and a little low. We'll look at the target after I shoot them. Ooh, that was well high. I jerked that upwards. That went to the left. Not bad. So only 5 in there, dummy. Flinch test. Call that a flinch test. Okay, let's see if I can do a little better. That was pretty sloppy. Pretty sloppy. We're getting warmed up now though, so should be better. That was a good shot. I think that was 5. Indeed it was. Well, let's go down and take a look at that target. I can see the bullet holes from here, and I'm a little bit all over the place, but I need more practice. Okay, there's that 45 Colt target. We just shot it about 12 yards. I made some mistakes here. You guys can probably see me shaking a little bit there. I'm not real steady. I'm gonna have to work on that. Keeping those sights aligned is the key thing I've found. So we'll try some more shots and see what we get. Well, I figured after that first group of 45 Colt shots, we should come over and check on the turtle and see what we have, if he's wandered off. I think he's wandered off. That's good. I was worried about him. I put him down and he kind of just stayed there and didn't go anyplace at first, but I think he's moved along and everything's going to be a-okay. I think it's going to be a-okay now. Well, that makes me happy. I hope he wandered off there in the weeds and the thick stuff where he could get some shade and get back to someplace wet. So I think we were successful in helping the turtle today. I'm happy about that. Okay, well, we're back from checking on the turtle. I'm glad to see that it looks like he made it off to the shade. So now back to the target. I put up a new one. This one's a little different. It's got a red bullseye. A little drink of water, and then we'll see if I can hit it. Not a bad shot. It's at about 7 o'clock. It's in the spot. I feel like I'm gripped a little lower here. Sometimes bringing it out of the holster, I don't get the grip that I want, and I think I need to run my belt a little tighter too, because a lot of times when I pull it out of the holster, I'll get the whole belt. I cranked it down an extra notch today, but it does ride up, so you see me, I have to kind of hold the holster. Now maybe after this holster breaks in a little bit more, it'll slide in and out a little bit more readily. I mean, I'm not trying to be Mr. Quick Draw here or anything. I'm just pulling it out of the holster at a leisurely rate. But that feels like a bit better grip. Now with this long barrel and my short body, it's quite a pull. I see some of the guys with these single action setups, they run it a lot lower. If I put it lower, I can't tighten it up as much. So maybe after it breaks in, I can run it lower, and then this initial pull out will be, you know, easier, because that's quite a stretch. You know, you got to get up and out like that. You know, that's kind of tough, but we'll make do with what we've got. I felt better on the grip on that shot, and I was rewarded with better shot location. I got it much closer to the center of the spot. It's touching the center ring, so where you hold it makes a difference. That one I wasn't disciplined in holding off until I got it good and centered, and I dropped it out the bottom. It's at 6 o'clock and probably 3 inches low. It's poor discipline letting that shot go. I knew it wasn't there when I broke the trigger. I felt better about that one, but I tried something a little different. I tried bringing it back to me a little bit to see the front sight a little better, and I ended up running that shot high and right. So this is a learning experience. I think I'm going to change my feet a little bit here too. I think that'll help. So let's see what we get. That was a good shot. It's close to the center, a little high, about 1 o'clock. I was struggling with some glare on the sights. I don't know if you guys can see that. The sun's right there, and but just trying to overcome that. It's always a learning experience. Boy, you watch the guys that are good with these single action revolvers, and they're just like pow, pow. It's certainly an acquired skill. I do have a lot of fun with it though. I picked this one up used quite a while ago, and I've shot it a fair amount, but I should probably befriend someone that knows a lot about shooting them so I can learn more. Okay, well, let's try again. We'll use the same target. There's 5 on there. I got them all on the paper. 3 of them are in the bullseye area. 1 is low and 1 is high right. So, well, let's take a picture of that before I put more on the target. That way we'll know which ones are which. All right, there's those 5 shots. Like I said, I had the one that was low, and then I had the one up here. This is the one where I kind of didn't push the pistol out as far, and I kind of left a little bend in my arm, hoping I could see the front sight better. These 2 shots aren't too bad, and this is the one that I thought was okay. I'm fighting a little glare on the front sight, trying to learn how to deal with that. So anyway, we're on the paper. That's a start. All right, so I had filled up the revolver before I walked down to check the target, and we'll try it again here. I've been playing with whether I have my right foot forward or my left foot forward, and you know, it's kind of different. You know, I have done some of this one-handed stuff where you're almost parallel, and with this pistol I can't see the front sight if I do that, so I'm kind of trying to figure out with these glasses where the sight picture is best for me to hold it, and I'm finding that being square with the target, looking at it like I'm having a conversation with it, seems to be working about the best. So I think I'll give that a try and see how the front sight looks, and hopefully that'll give me a little bit of success. So here we go. Once again, about 12 yards, humid day, big fat puffy cumulus clouds going past and blocking the sun now and then. Airplane going by. All right, so here we go. Let's see if I can hit the middle. And I'm going to try to get up on the grip where I should be, even when I pull it out of the holster, up like that. There we go. I really liked the hold. I had it on the center. I felt good about it, but when I pulled the trigger, I think I jerked the gun up because I shot high. It's about 4 inches high. It's on the paper, but I think that I was jerky when I pulled the trigger. Now that one, I didn't feel nearly as good about the hold. I felt that I was a little low, and it broke unexpectedly. It wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but it went right in the center of the target. So I'll take it. That one I flinched, but it went, I think it's in the middle there with those other 3. But I did flinch right when the shot broke. That worked pretty well. The sun went behind a cloud and I could see the back sight real good for a split second. It's catching a glare right here on this corner, this rounded area of the top of the strap. And the sun went behind a cloud and allowed me a good look there for a minute. I wasn't counting those shots. Do we have one left? I'm not sure. Let's see how bad I flinch, not knowing if it's going to go or not. It went, and that was just a little bit to the left. It was on the left edge of the colored part of the target. So I'm getting better. Getting better. Progress is always good. I do find this to be a relaxing kind of shooting. It's a simple pistol, and you know, no bench rest, no scope, no spotting, no anything. I was out, I guess it was 2 days ago, and I spent a lot of time shooting my single action 22 revolver. I picked up one of those inexpensive Ruger Wranglers, and I ran a whole bunch of ammo through that and really learned a lot. I had fun with that. And I also have a Smith & Wesson J-frame 43C, and I shot a lot with that, and that's a real fun pistol to shoot. And I I definitely hit better with that than I do with the single action gun. Even with the heavy double action pull on the 43C, it's a very intuitive pistol for me. Now this one, being a Vaquero, it's like a new model Blackhawk. So it does have a transfer bar, and it is safe to put 6 and carry it. I do the load one, skip one like a single action Army, just because my ammo boxes have the bullets in rows of 5. It just keeps it even. I have run it with 6 before, but most of the time I load it with 5. So I'll put 5 more on that same target. That was a good shot. That was towards the middle. Getting better. It's got to concentrate on that front sight, make sure I'm seeing it. You know, it's got this arc on the top, so you get some light on the top of it. You got to make sure that you're getting it in the trench where it needs to be. It just takes discipline. I think I pulled that one over to the right a little bit. I see one on the right edge of the paper there. I think I was getting a little waggly. That was a good one. That was in the spot. It's amazing. I didn't think as much on it and it went right where I wanted it to. That was a little low. Good on the windage, but low. I think that's right there about 4 o'clock with a couple of other shots. I haven't been counting these, so I don't know what number I'm on. Flinch. It's a good test. Shows that I move the pistol when I pull the trigger. Keep the sights aligned when you pull the trigger. Alright, do the old load one, skip one, load one, load one, load one, load one, index it, close it. Okay, back in the holster, let's go look at the target. Okay, well, there's the target. I got a little bit of a shotgun pattern going. Let's see how many of my shots are actually on the paper here. I'll try to get a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't see any in here that look like doubles. I think I must have dumped one off the target. There's definitely 2 there, but none of the others are doubles. The rest are all singles, so I can only account for 14 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, I can only account for 14 of them, so I guess I dumped one off somewhere. Well, next we'll try this. This is the NRA 50-foot slow fire pistol target, the NRA B2, and I'm not quite at 50 feet. I'm closer to 12 yards. So, you know, we're a little shy of the 50 feet, but we'll take a look at this target and see if I can get some in the black. Back at the 12-yard line again. I'll take a few shots at this 50-foot slow fire pistol target and see if I can get any in the black. I liked the hold. I thought that I was just about in the middle, and I got just a little bit high, just a little bit to the right, but I thought it was a pretty good hold. I may not have had the sights aligned quite right. We'll give it another try. Well, I thought the hold was a little worse and the shot was a little worse, so I guess that lines up. Same area, high and right, a little bit higher, a little further right. So I got to be disciplined with that front sight and the glare and get it in there where it belongs and make sure I'm holding in that black. That one I was just a little bit right and just a tiny bit low. I think that the illumination of the front sight is making me tend to be a little bit muzzle high on my hold. I think I got that one in the black. I don't see it. It's either in the black or a miss, one or the other. Because there's no fourth hole anywhere that's white. So either I totally missed or it's in the black. I didn't feel bad about the shot, but I didn't feel great about it either. I shot a little sooner than I probably should have. I don't think I was real committed. All right, so let's see if we can get number 5 in there, because so far I'm letting everybody down. So either I had the pistol on the wrong thing, or I actually shot 5 when, yep, I had it indexed incorrectly when I closed it the first time. So we'll fix that. How bad was my flinch on that one? Those are good to have now and then you learn. I can watch that on the video later and try to learn from it. Okay, I got to get one in the black. I got to redeem myself. I don't see shot number 4. I think I must have yanked that right off the paper. Maybe if I'm lucky, I sprayed it over to the left onto the other target, and it'll look like I got 15 on it after all. I liked that hold, but I flinched and I pulled it a little bit high and left. Let's go ahead and unload it. Take out my dead soldiers here. I think just about everybody's left the range. I thought about shooting a little rifle today. I threw a 788 in the car. It's a 308. I was going to shoot that a little bit, but there were people down at 25 yards on the rifle range, so I decided I'd come over here and shoot pistol for a bit, and then maybe go back and shoot some rifle at the rifle range. We'll see what's next. Alright, so let's be more diligent about getting that in the right spot. Yep, it's on the empty cylinder. Okay, so indeed shot number 4 is not on the paper. I think that smaller aiming point didn't help me any. Let's work on it a little more and see if I can get one in there. Can't see it. I don't think that was a clean miss though. can't see that one either. Maybe I missed twice in a row. Let's go for a regrip just to make sure. Maybe I'm all sort of convoluted here because I'm not seeing those unless they're in the black, which I don't think they are. Let's try again. Okay, I see that one. That's right on the lower right edge of the bullseye. So it's kind of at about 4 o'clock. Let's try addressing, because say I have a hard time coming out of the holder and getting it where I want it in my hand. So let's mount the pistol up here like that. See if that helps me any. See, I find also that if I get that grip how I like it, and then I get the hammer back, it's kind of tough to get my finger, because your hand's down here is doing its thing. Trying not to move my hand around on the grip, but it's just not intuitive to me yet. I'm working on it. The grip feels very good right now, and I think I'm a little more steady with that grip. Whoa, that was flinchy. I finally got it on target. The sun was beating me up and I held too long. But that grip up high like that with that in this pocket in my hand definitely feels better, but I can't seem to get that out of the holster. I think maybe I'm going to have to practice on that where I get my hand on there. It doesn't feel bad. Let's try to shoot it without re-gripping or anything and see how that works. That felt pretty good. Felt like a decent hold. Was that 5? I'm not sure. All right, watch for the flinch. I don't know if you guys can see me shaking on the camera, but if I don't have the grip right, it's significantly different than if I do. Yeah, I was getting a lot of this, and just takes practice. Just takes practice. All right, I got 5 more that I'll shoot at that target, and then I'll do the last 5 of this batch of 50 on the steel gong just to make some noise, assuming that I hit it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I need to regroup there. Let's let the hammer down. I said, shaking away there. Let's have a drink of water for a minute, because I was. I think that would have just been a wasted round if I had touched that one off, because I was shaky Jake. Okay, another chance to see if I can get that grip a little better. I think if I concentrate on getting my finger back there further, out like that, cock it, get on. See, I had to re-grip it there. That didn't feel right. But, oh boy, that sun is in my eyes. It's a good shot, though. Take it. That's right in the middle. It's the best shot of the day, right in the middle. I knew the hold was good, but I was struggling with the sights a little bit in the sun, but it rewarded me with one right in the middle, so I'll take it. That's right beside it. Looks like I'm biasing the ones that I have a decent hold on, that I'm good on the elevation. It seems like I'm a little bit right. I don't know if I'm pulling the revolver to the right a little bit when I pull the trigger, or if it's just, you know, I found that when the sun lands on different parts of the sights, the point of impact changes for me. Yeah. Now see, that time, you know, on that dry fire, it looked to me like the muzzle came up rather than to the right. Let's try another one. Now this isn't going to be fair because I know it's a dry fire, so it's not really a true test, but because I know there's not going to be any recoil. There. So, we're learning something. We're learning something. We'll go down and take a look at that target, and then we'll put the last 5 on the gong. Well, we're making progress in learning. As I said, I seem to be a little bit biased to the right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that are, you know, kind of in that area. I've got 2 over here, and I was bracketing it with all those other shots. Let's see if we can do a count, because I think I had at least 1, maybe 2 that didn't hit. I'm not sure though, because I couldn't see them. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think I had 1. So I guess 14 is my magic number. If I did one of my other ones land over here, did I get lucky and correct this target? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, I don't know where the stray one from over here went, but it didn't go over to this target and help me. So next we'll close out with the last 5. We'll put them on the gong over here. I think that's probably about, I don't know, what is that, 10-inch gong, and it's got a little center part here that's probably 3 inches. So we'll, you know, ideally you hit it here, but we'll put a few on there and see how that goes. The 45 Colt load that I'm shooting today is a 250 grain SNS casting round nose flat point, 6.5 grains of green dot. They're Wolf large pistol primers, but it appears that I wrote LRP. I'm so used to large rifle primer that I wrote the wrong thing. They are indeed Wolf large pistol primers. I bought a flat of them a while back at a discount price. I loaded these on my Dillon AT500 with Dillon dies and a Dillon powder measure. It's Remington brass. I did 2 batches of this recipe so far. The original here was on the 20th of May of this year, and then I did 150 more of them on June 1st of this year, and I've shot them in my Vaquero and I've shot them in my Rossi 92 rifle, so it seems to be working out pretty well. I was trying to burn up some green dot that I had around, and it turned out to be a decent choice. For the last 5 shots out of that box of 50, we'll shoot at the gong. I'll take the other camera and turn it around so you can see the hits, hopefully, and we'll go from there. What you didn't see is I shot those two-handed.